Hey, y'all, we're going to talk about the First Amendment this time, so let's get started.
Three, two, one.
I want to show you some video clips of what censorship really looks like when it's done by the government.
All of these social media companies and these online platforms, which are so powerful in their ability to impact perception about an issue and to influence behaviors. Let's be clear about that. There have to be standards. He has lost his privileges and it should be taken down. And the bottom line is that you can't say that you have one rule for Facebook and you have a different rule for Twitter. The same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop.
And will put the Department of Justice of the United States back in the business of justice. We will double the Civil Rights Division and direct law enforcement to counter this extremism. We will hold social media platforms accountable for the hate infiltrating their platforms because they have a responsibility to help fight against this threat to our democracy.
All right, the first thing that we have to realize is that the First Amendment only applies to government. It doesn't apply to private businesses. They can censor speech any way they want to because they have the financial investment in it. But when you have the government colluding with and or pressuring other entities to violate our First Amendment, that's when we have a problem. Now, this is the big thing what happened when Zuckerberg came out, Zuckerberg from Meta or Facebook, came out and said that the government had pressured him to censor speech, to cover up the Hunter Biden laptop at the behest of the Biden administration. Well, that's violating our constitutional rights to free speech, the First Amendment. And these three clips that I showed you are Kamala Harris looking to censor our speech. Firstly, I want to ask her, who is going to be the arbiter of what is hate speech? Who is going to decide what is misinformation and what is disinformation? We already lived through this during the election of 2020 and the COVID nonsense. We knew that we were being lied to, but real experts and real subject experts in the field were censored, were taken down, were banned. So the First Amendment is not something that is fluid. Okay, yes, there are certain guardrails to the First Amendment. Like you cannot go into a crowded theater and yell fire. That's just not going to do it. You can't incite violence with the First Amendment. But your First Amendment doesn't end where somebody's feelings begin. We can't have that. Otherwise, this society goes no place. When the government tells you that we need to restrict free speech, that is a big red flag. So I hope you like this presentation on the First Amendment. Please like, share, repost, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time. Deuces.